Oh, yeah, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back. It's a beautiful Friday afternoon to talk ball. I'm dipping right into the comments today. Tug, what's up, everyone? Jeremy C. up in the pen already. Mike K. What's up, of course? Usual suspects. Kobayashi up in the house. What's up, everyone? It's a call to the pen. It's Friday. It's a full slate. We are going to get through the intro really quick because we have a ton of work to do. Steve Dubb, what's up? Big Johnny up in the house as always, right? Death taxes. Bears making number twosies in the woods. Me up before the crack of dawn to bring you this show. I mean, just reeks of effort, this show, right? Man, people having lots of fun, making a lot of money. Afternoon Insight, Ed, Nick, J, the crew up in the house, man. Oh, yesterday kind of, man, stunk. If you watched, it was even worse because I was talking off air with Jay Bird. Burleson's just an absolute beast. He hit a ball like 111 miles an hour. It was a wooded dung in 16 parks or 15 parks, and he didn't get it. You know, you hang a zero, such as life in the big city. You know, ups and downs. We're still green on the year, but whatever. You know, you hate to even look at these things in terms of like weeks or even like a month. We're betting every day. Like, you don't bet. Like big businesses think in terms of decades, not a week, right? It'd be ridiculous, right? If you think about tucking tail, I hope not. If you can't stand the heat, get the F out the kitchen. Yeah, rate, review, and subscribe. Audio-only listeners, we got you. Big Friday slate, 15 games. We're going to cover them all. Nothing like it anywhere. You know, we got some sharpers, some sharpies, some sharpers, the sharpest up in the house. Yeah, no kidding, Nick. That never ends, man. It never ends around here. We get it when we fit it around here, baby. Oh, man, this is going to be crazy. I was talking about risk already. That'd be the one thing I want to preface it with. A ton of games, ton of plays, ton of props, lots of offense, lots of bad pitching today. So we're going to be looking at dropping dimes, not just the nuggets, the nuance, and the context that you get when you roll with us at Call to the Pen HQ, redheaded stepchild of the Hammer Betting Network. You know, we're in the basement making a ruckus. Don't come down on Saturday naked twisted time. Uh-oh. Speaking of which, stick those cartoon fingers up inside me because the like button just matters way more than it should. All right, enough of that. We need more of this fastest show with MLB absolutely anywhere. I mean, it ain't. I'm not even sure it's close at this point. We're talking shows with, teams of people on the show, analysts, hosts, and giant crews of production. And we're like lapping them all. What? Nothing like it anywhere. Geez, reminds me back in the day when Baseball Tonight was on. You just were getting amped for baseball coverage. And that's pretty much what I'd like to do here. Man, hat tip to Chris Berman, right? He's just the man. That's where some of the nicknames come from. Let's go get it, everybody. First up, it's the Twinkies up against my Yankees. I mean, listen, that was one of the only bets we happened to hit yesterday. But come on, that one was like telegraphed. Sorry. Telegraphed, seriously. We weren't buying the Brito love. Right, called out the 0 slug, 800 X slug on the fastball, and he gave up like 107 runs in the first inning. So that was a pretty good start for us. Then it all went downhill from there. All right, let's get into this one. Varland, who I don't know much about, and I don't really chase these prospect pitchers. I normally like to come up, get beat up. He had an excellent start. First time in the minors, 5 innings, he did strike out 9 batters, so he has some swing and miss. Going up against Nasty Nestor, rocking and rolling on the mound for the Yankees. Going back 168 innings, 2.45 ERA, 0.94 with a 560 OPS. Really, Nestor went and got it. You know, he kind of answered the bell. People wondering if he was legit, deserved the ERA of 2.38. 20% came on his walk, 11 swinging strike, 62.5 first strike. 35-0 swing, 83 in-zone contact, right? We throw a lot of numbers at you, but we want it to make sense, right? Generating swings and misses because he induces whiffs, but could also win inside the zone. That's why the pairing of O-swing, zone contact, so important. If you're into the data, holler at me, at John Legeza on Twitter, the Bird app, yo. It'll take you, if you want, pin tweet to the sharpener stuff. I mean, it's 24.5 cents a day, but gosh, it's still free because people keep paying for it. Thank you so much. It's just about the value. It's not for the money for me. But you can follow along all the cool pitching stuff, all the split offensive data, advanced stuff, bullpen stats. I run the algo, the scores, implied team totals, starting pitcher ranks, all thanks to Rob P., the pizza man from up north. You know, my dude is just so cool, right? A consummate professional, really honest, great analyst, super dude. You know, gosh, I'd love to be thought of in that vein. I don't think we're quite there yet, but get up in the comments. Tag Rob P. if you think, he made a good hire, because that stuff really matters also at the end of the day. Nasty Nestor. A lot of fly balls. Last lesson on him because we do have to hurry up. When you see the 48% fly ball, this is what I like to warn people of. Make sure to include the infield fly. He has an unusually high infield fly rate, right? That number infield fly is incorporated into fly ball. So you have to make sure you're looking at that. Because he works up in the zone, he causes a lot of pop-ups. So they're not really the fly balls you're looking for. Reflected, 5% barrel, 3% blast, 0.85 home runs per 9. This is Nasty Nestor in the naughty jungle of love. 352 OPS against lefties, 487. Unbelievable. 352 against lefties going back to 2022. Nestor is really good. This year, he's been good as well. 2.61 ERA, only 3 earned runs through 10 and a third. Story, of course, going to be the offense. I think Yankees get up off the mat today. Right? Baseball, I like to think of it as, last piece of theory on this. I kind of trade baseball in a rectangular pattern, especially on blue chip teams, right? I think this is some good stuff here. We're going to earn that cartoon finger. A lack of attention spans be damned, you, 2023. That for the blue chip established teams, Yankees, Dodgers, Astros, when they're down, you don't look for them to continue to break out downward, right? Because you could break out up or down. We don't want to look for moves to continue in perpetuity. So when Yankees are down, you look for them to bounce up. Same in reverse, not because I like the Yankees. Same for the Dodgers, right? Running high, you look to short them sometimes. Generally, I like to stay out of their way. Really terrible teams, you can look for breakouts up. But when they're up top, you don't look for another continuation through the top to Yankee Astro strata. You look for it to come back down. So there's just a little bit of theory. Jason, I think the Yankees are going to get them off the mat. A lot of the stats looking really good. Last 7, they've struggled, though. 292 team OBP, last 7. The zone contact is there, as is the barrel rate. So that's kind of what you expect from the Yankees. Even when they're bad, they're still pretty good. A lot of talent on that side of the ball. Reason I'm kind of avoiding this one is all the bullpen love. Both of these teams looking really good so far. Yankees 2.24, Minnesota 2.77, both with a 1.08 whip or less, both with a minimum 26% K, both with a maximum 8% walk, 83 zone con. If this gets to the end, it's going to be a dogfight. So I wouldn't look to pay any juice. We just got paid positive money to beat the Yankees. I think that's when you just kind of let it be. In case Varland comes out and he's electric, no need to really tempt that fate. I should have mentioned the order just real quick. I try and go in order of the games. Now here, I'm going to actually take a Yankee L for my bias. You can't use the bookmakers because they leave games out if there is not like a starter defined. So you really want to use the baseball apps. But because I have the Yankees favorited, they come up first. And because I use it to get some data, if I go out of order, I can really throw things out of whack. So since it's all night, I have the Yankees up first. So there, I like the Yankees. Big deal. Like I said, we bet right in their faces yesterday. Do not care about the jersey around here. All right, let's do the next one. We're going to have to hurry up. I'm going to be faster than this going forward. It's Mania and it's Wentz, Giants and Tigers. Giants minus 147. Some of these lines might be a little bit stale. I scraped them in the morning, just trying to help my own analysis as I go. So I don't have to keep flipping pages, trying to shave a couple seconds off my time here. Joey Wentz, 120 dog. 4.31 ERA, 116 whip through last 39 innings, but the Sierra and an xFIP north of 5. Single-digit K minus walk, 24% CSW, in-zone contact rate up near 90. You're going to be pitching to contact. But once a lefty, right? I think this was my deal here, and I think that's why I left this one. And for the swath of props we're going to come at you with, I don't think I have anything on this one. Giants really, really split heavy. We also talked about the offense being kind of split heavy in itself, right? Disciplinary split, worst in the league as far as K, but some of the best as far as chase rate, which is interesting. Also one of the best as far as barrel, woba, all the power stats in check. Giants selling out for power, but in a good way. Swinging strike through the roof, K through the roof, in-zone contact rate through the basement in the wrong way. But not chasing, right? Lifting the ball, hitting it out of the park. So Giants are kind of onto something. Maybe they're following my work at The Athletic. Pull power profile to the 4. Why hit home runs that you need to barrel? Like Alec Burleson yesterday letting us down with a rocket ship. It didn't go anywhere. If you pulled that one, it goes to the 59th row. So, yeah, pull the balls, people. That's what we're looking for. Pull power. The problem with the Giants, that split is atrocious. They're dead last in expected WOBA versus lefties. You can get this on that sheet I mentioned. It's still free. 229 on the season. Really rough combined with the K rate. Not that I like Joey Wentz. He's really just a guy that can strike anybody out. But the contact quality has been so poor against lefties. Feels like it could be a letdown spot for the Giants, who I do think probably win, but coming in a little too hot at 150 favorite. So let's move it on. That was pretty good, right? I feel like a professional on that one. Next up, let's score some runs, people. Taijuan Walker fighting Phil's Broad Street Bullies going to Great American Small Park to face the Reds and Connor Overton, the window. Phillies 150 favorites, 122 dogs, other end Reds. Walker, generally pretty good, right? Last 166 innings, 3.63, 1.22 ERA whip combo, 6.66 OPS. You generally think when he's on the mound, he's going to be all right. Earned run indicators, like right around 4. You're going to get just a guy feel. 13% K-minus walk, 10% swing strike, 58 first strike, 33 O swing. Bit more contact than maybe you expect. But I guess the K rate is low enough. Lots of ground balls, claim to fame for Taijuan Walker, 2.5 blast, less than a home run per 9, 307 expected WOBA. This year, for whatever reason, it's been a rough go for me, so having trouble with control. This is something that I kind of circled last year early on. Attacking, a lot of handicappers attack poor control pitchers. But in particular, in the beginning of the year, when we have changes in balls and humidors and cold weather, then it might be a grip thing. So Taijuan Walker, so far through 9 innings, 6 ERA, 1.7 whip, 5.22 Sierra, 8 walks, 10 strikeouts, and the home run. But 19.5% walk rate, that is not going to do it, especially in this ballpark. So if he's falling behind, he's going to end up in the zone, right? So that's usually the spot that we're looking. We hit steer yesterday. I think today we want to look at India. Could we bring up those player props? Mr. J Bird, pretty please. Let's get those bad boys up there. I know there's some hardcore plus money. I printed a ton of props today. Let's do a quick lesson. I actually have to get something settled underneath me, but never a bad time to learn something. I put this up also. Again, follow me on Twitter. I'm like a self-promoting clown today. But I really try and do a lot of effective work. So, we have a lot of new bettors, and hopefully I'm helping them. And the idea is, it's fine to have a million bets. Like, you might want to find as many plus EV bets as you can. That doesn't mean you're betting more. Let's say you have we mentioned this also. We're going to save this for the end, but responsible betting. Let's say you have a $1,000 bankroll. Decent. It's hard to make a ton of money, but you can, learn for sure. And you're betting at, $25, 2.5% every night. If you have 25 bets, doesn't mean you all of a sudden bet 250. It means you're betting $1 per bet, right? Just quickly. So more bets doesn't mean more risk. It means more splitting. So far, you got to give me John India, 355 batting average against righties, 911 OPS. The ISO hasn't really been there, but he's killing it. Making a lot of good contact, and he's leading off, so you're getting the extra PA. Should be a ton of runs scored, and we're dogs here. Plus 140, yes. That's what I got this morning. I'm always moving these lines. So you should get at least 130, right? We're calling it the 5-2 skidoo, the 10-cent swing here that you get called to the pen. Also, remember the call to the pen big mouth challenge, we're calling it. First person to find a single bet that CLV goes against us. Think about this. We're laying out like a dozen bets a day. We're going to do 5 days a week. The first person to find a single bet that the CLV goes against us, I'll send you a card. I was thinking Vlad Guerrero. I have some numbered parallel stuff, or I'll give you another choice. I have some cool stuff. Well, we'll figure it out. Trust me. I got you. You know what I'm saying? I don't just talk and I live it, man. I'm just talking ish. But that's what I believe in. So you catch me, you catch this tiger by his toe. By all means, I'm going to hook you up, right out of my own pocket, because I really believe in it that much. Like, not only are we moving markets, it's part of what my work is. I'm kind of anticipating what the market's into. All right, flip side, Connor Overton the window. There goes me trying to be fast. Forget that idea. Pitch to contact. All right, let's 5.25 Sierra, 8% swing strike, pitch to contact. Normally pretty good at keeping it in the yard. This is the window. He's really struggled at home, though. 900 career OPS allowed at home. Overton this year been a really rough go so far. 8 innings pitched, 9 earned runs. Ooh, more earned runs than innings pitched. Not that good. 4 walks, 2 Shem 11 ding dongs. That's a 10 ERA, 2.25 whip. Yikes. 2-3, 2.3 home runs per 9, 11.5 barrel rate. Yeah, well, 89 zone contact and a double-digit barrel. That'll get you in trouble. Thanks, Damani. Yes, what's up, man? I appreciate you. Like I said, we're going to go through the ups. We're going to go through the downs. But, right, we're bringing a positive attitude. We're bringing strict and stringent risk management. Like we're bringing professional attitude for the very first time that I've seen. Really, like to the public, right? We're like a true immersive experience. Sharp people in the crowd that actually bet, that actually have their hard-earned money on this stuff. That it's not like they retail me. Yuck. With independent thinkers, we all press the buy button on our own, men and women alike. So, thank you, everybody. I appreciate it. I'm working really hard. You know what I'm saying? At the very least, that part, man. I guarantee that part. All right, let's move it on. Oh, I'm sorry. We got to get it Overton. So we smashed a prop. Let's bring up those Philly props. Did I have a? I may look like a Dunsky right now. I did. Okay. Yeah, it's a little ridiculous. Overton's really also struggled against the lefties. So anytime you're thinking that, I couldn't get the prop down on Schwarb's because the price is just a little ridiculous. But if you're like doing the DFS thing, I wanted to add this in because I have done this and putting it on my model sheet where we're kind of listing these guys. Yeah, Jay, I don't know if I'm gonna get anybody. It's just way too low. Like the numbers are just way too low for the Phillies when they're in a good spot. Schwarber in particular, right? Getting the extra AP, it's a home run every time he swings a bat, basically. But if you're doing the daily thing, you got to be looking at like Marsh and Stott for sure. How about bring up the Stott prop? How about that? I think we might be able to get this. Remember, we're going to be dropping dimes in these. So right, and that's 1/10 of a unit, $10 if you're $100 better, right? Stott prop. Let's go total bases because I think we're going to get this. He's leading off every day. Again, nuance and context really at the center of all this stuff. Trying to maximize plate appearances, right? Opportunities is the currency, which with we deal. Stott led off 3 of the last 4 days. 2 times in a row against righties. So Stott total bases, let's do it. First dime. Get at least even money. If you don't get even money, I got to get even money on these things. So giving me even money, I guess if you were ever going to pay the little 5 cent worth of juice, you do it in Cincinnati as the dog where you're getting the 9th frame again, right? Just trying to show everybody the process because I just don't know what's going to win. I wish you did. Imagine that. Imagine if we knew it was going to win. All right, let's move it up. So adding Stott and India, right? So Stott in India already building a nice prop ticket with good players, front of the lineup, positive environments, high run scoring, right? Let's get behind the trends. That's what we want to be doing. Next up, Arizona shapes with snakes on their back. Madison Bumgarner still pitching against Trevor Rogers, also still pitching. Been really rough for both of them. I mean, look, this Spider-Man image, hate to do it. I'm not sure I like Rogers, right? Back to 2022, 1.48, 1.49 whip. You pick who doesn't matter. Each with a 5 ERA, each with an 8.10 OPS, each with a 5.19 deserved ERA. Really not any good. Disciplinary baskets, decidedly better for Rogers. I'll give him that. A lot more swing and miss, better at working the edges. But the home run rate's terrible because the contact of the lat is so poor on both sides. Both just getting demolished by righties. 860 minimum OPS for these guys. So you got to think we're going to get some margin going on, right? And they both kind of struggled. Madison Bumgarner, 7.27 ERA. Trevor Rogers, 6 ERA so far. Yikes. Been pretty ugly. Arizona not striking out, not really making a ton of contact, but I guess that could change today. I guess right there. I guess that's today's the day to do it, right? Any day you're facing gas cans. How about some Miami props? We know Bumgarner's giving it up to somebody, right? I mean, do we know? I think we got that part. I was thinking about the solar panel. Let's go to Jorge Soler. Let's bring up a little Soler propage. I know I had we got some nice ringage there. He's a gas can. So far, it's only been a couple of bats, but Soler is just a known masher. The OPS is sick. He already has 3 lefty home runs. So again, early in the year, people kind of struggling to locate. So he's gonna feast. What's that? What's the total base look like, Soler? Oh, it's in the negative. Yuck. How about just a home run? Maybe we'll do a nickel on a home run instead. Oh, yuck! No. Heavens to Betsy. Heavens to Betsy. No. If you're audio only listeners, hopping on over to betstamp.app/call to the pen do your line shopping live with us. And it's funny. We could both have the same tickets. I could win, you could lose because I used BetStamp and you didn't. Best way for me to advertise something. So give me Soler. Other side. I feel like I had somebody on the other side. Maybe not. No Diamondbacks. Well, let's move it up. Oh no. Not so fast. Not so fast. I was looking at Garrett Cooper also. Let's look at Garrett Cooper also because we couldn't get with Soler. How's the pricing on Cooper? It's a roller coaster every day here. Call it to the pan, rate, review, and subscribe. Let's hit that one. Garrett Cooper plus money, plus 105. Dime piece. Let's go. Yeah, DDB, you know it. You know it. Get it where we fit it. Round here, everyone. Love it. Plus money on Garrett Cooper. Give it to us for sure. He's just another master. You hate to be quoting these small samples, but 750 BA, 1800 OPS if you're into that kind of stuff. But just doing the things that he does. Again, this part, you almost have to take my word for it. I hate to be like that, but it's the truth. And it's not just to quote the model and stuff, but I'm up running the model, doing all the filters, and then I plop out all the names. The good ones end up on those, sheets, but they're good for DFS and all that stuff. The thing is, I can't get to all the granular in that. There's no way. But if a player hit, we're crossing fastball locations and stuff. I swear to you, it's a bit more advanced than 10 play appearances. I promise you. I absolutely promise you. Let's move it up. Told you, going to be a lot of props today. Got another one. Cleveland and Washington. Cal Quantrill, Trevor Williams. Two just meh. Could it get any more meh? Let's bring up the Cleveland props. Let's start with Josh Naylor. I'm going to start cutting to the chase, right? Let's call it cutting. Let's call it cutting to the chase. Guys that are just kind of whack, right? And that's really what we want to be looking. Naylor's been really good against righties so far. 281 BA, 811 OPS. We know he's got the stick, but it's been Williams with the struggle on the struggle bus with Washington. Also, pretty good hitting environment there. Trevor Williams really, just a guy. This year, it's been an absolute disaster for Williams. Oh, I forget, man, what I got. All right, the fly ball, double-digit barrel, almost 2 home runs per 9, getting yoked by lefties. He's got 2 dongs through 10 and a third, 5 earned runs. This is Trevor Williams. Again, sorry, the split, that I can't get to all the granular stuff. But I promise you, if his name came up on the sheet, like, you bet your bottom dollar that there's some love there. What's the Naylor props look like? I'm sorry, I was rambling. Had my face, my old sheet. No, negative money. Thanks, but no thanks. What's the home run prop look like? All right, let's lock in. If we got 400 or better, 420. Love it. Wink, wink. Let's go get him. The home runs today, right? So the total base props. This is a bit out of whack, but I think it's okay because the risk is still going to be in check. So I don't really want to put 0.02. I really even I as conservative have minimums. So we're still going to go for a nickel at the home run because I actually think if Naylor makes contact, it goes. So let's go $5 on the homer at 420. This will stand out because I also think there's a lesson to be had here about looking at the disparity between the total base prop and the home run, considering the player at hand. Again, if Naylor gets a hold of it, the contact he's making is homers. The only extra base hits he has so far against righties are homers. So, right, obviously, we're hoping if he lifts it, it goes the distance. Again, just a bit more of the nuance, hopefully, and some context and stuff. Cal Quantrill, other side for the Guardians. Usually just a guy this year, it's been just awful. Also, 6.5 ERA, 1.86 whip, 13% K, 91 in-zone contact, 46 fly ball. 7 earned runs through 9 2/3. Been a rough go for Quantrill as well. I just think I had a hard time finding anybody on the Washington side. Yeah, I guess we could pass that one. I know I've had Alex Cole ring, but that's okay. No need to push. Washington kind of stinks. I think I had that team total ring also, but it's okay. No need to press. Let's move it on. Flatfish from Florida. It's the Rays. Drew Rasmussen, minus 142. Favorites going north of the border. A lot of Blue Jay fans in the house. Jose Berrios, plus 115 dogs with the Blue Jays. Man, it's been a really rough go for Berrios. It's been really rough. And again, off to a really rough start. 11.17 ERA, 1.86 whip. Expected ERA at 6. Sierra at 3.5, but that in 250 gets you on the bus right here. The K minus walk is good. The end zone contact is good. He's keeping the ball down. It's the price. Just the misses are always so bad. that he just ends up getting hit so hard all the time. 51.6% hard hit rate, just as might be as bad as it gets. Like one of the worst in the league. And you're just hoping to correct. Flip side, Rasmussen's been dope so far this year. No earned runs through 13. The Rays just like absolutely ridiculous. So you got to look at the offense. Jay's offense pretty good. 284 team batting average. Again, I have all the stuff in the sheet. You can follow along. 10% swing strike. In zone contact rate 87. That's probably like top 8. Top 5 line drive rate. 10% barrel. All that stuff will play. But the Rays offense is just blowing up the spreadsheet. It's so bright red. You need shades looking at it. OPMG in the house. What's up, everybody? The usual suspects. No party like an OPMG party, if you know what I'm saying. Tampa Bay first in everything, just absolutely everything. 941 team OPS, top 3 in Ks, top 5 swing strike, number 1 in fly ball, number 1 in barrel, 162 WRC plus, 388 expected WOBA versus righties as a team. This is insane. You can't go up against the Rays right now. I mean, and my model just screaming. It's hard not to. I don't want, I almost want to go in and manually adjust the model down for the Rays. But right now it is what it is. I mean, it looks like another Rays cover. I just can't do it. I know. Rays are so hot right now. Gosh, they're going left. Going left, they're going right, though. They're so hot right now. I'm not bringing myself to bet on the Rays. Okay. I was hoping that one of these teams would post a 1.5 team total through 5, Jays included. They haven't. Jay's been a bit of a letdown. Roger Center was going nuts game 1, but then they kind of let it up. So no need to force it on a full slate. No need to pay the juice. But again, I really do think Tampa Bay wins. Like, what a donkey, right? But I do. Hard not to pick them. Plus money for the run line cover, but why tempt the fate of the Jays offense, which we know is very good. Again, you're going to hit for average like that. We know there's power there, of course. And the bullpen, Toronto, 3.3 ERA, 117 whip, 1 home run per 9, 0 losses yet. So I'm not tempting that fate. Let's move it forward. I know there's plays here somewhere. Get the truffle pig going. Let's sniff it out. Right? Who's up? Who wants some of this smoke next? Angels in Boston. Patrick Sandoval, minus 120 favorite to Tanner Houck and the Red Laundry in Boston. Sandoval, who I tend to really like, just kind of walks too many guys. But with a 13% swing strike, 29 whiff, that'll hold it. Houck's been a rough go. We're just a rough go, right? The first start was brutal. Oh, yeah, he came back down to earth. But I always like the underpinning stuff for Houck. So you'll find he's a guy I think people chase going after some of those stats, right? They see the walk rate up there or above 9. The first strike rate has always been very low for him and struggling against lefties. So I can see the argument for Ohtani, but I'm kind of leaving it. I've always dug the underpinning stuff for Houck. I think he just kind of needs a chance. Sandoval also, I've always backed. And you can get distance. He's got some big game stuff to him too. So I think I might leave this one alone. Angels offense, same for Boston, 2 very good teams from a disciplinary standpoint. Although Boston last 7 just in the tank a little bit. 296 team WOBA, 293 team OBP, 668 OPS. But they're walking, taking a walk, striking out a bit too much. On the season, though, the disappointing stats of Boston's good. The power is a bit scary. Even though the home runs are there, it started up front. It's like the line drive rate, the barrel rate's very low for this Boston team. So I'm not really chasing too much scoring for these guys. Kind of going to leave this one also. We've got to do a little giddy up here, everybody. I think everyone understands. Trying to do 15 games in an hour with theory and bets and plays and props and analysis, plus like a management application and stuff. All right, next, Baltimore. Blackbirds, orange vest, Tyler Wells, 120 favorites. Chicago White Sox, pale hose, wrong side of the track, and Clev Dog. Don't ask me about Mike Clevenger. I used to like him. I don't know. Now he's bad. Let's leave it at that. Let's get to baseball stuff. Wells, I think he's a bit better than the surface stats. 416 ERA, but a 108 whip, 671 OPS, 354 deserved ERA, 367 PFIP, which I like to use, 6% walk rate, 11 swing strike, 35 O swing, 83 end zone contact rate. Those are the things that I generally like to look for. White Sox now missing Eloy and missing Tim Anderson. Last 7, they've stunk. 284 team OBP, 36% chase rate. That's bottom 5. they've been really bad. 294 team WOBA. That's like, gosh, if you do like run projections, it's got to be the bottom of the barrel, like 3 3/4 runs or something. You know, I guess maybe sounds like a lot, but when you model, you got to remember these range of outcomes. You don't ever model zero. Just now, or people ask me all the time, like, how come that's where it's going to be, right? I mean, it's a model of range of outcomes. So it's going to be, the high end's going to be 6.5. The low end's going to be 2 3/4, right? The very low, extreme lows and the extreme highs. It's never going to call for 10-0 game. The 6.5 run is telling you that it has a high potential to run up. Again, something that you get here, read the model, check it out, pin tweet, all that stuff. I should have done a better job, make a list of stuff that I have. All right, Clev Dog, he struggled, right? 3.48 ERA. I'm not buying it. What do I see? 1.55 whip, 8.5 expected ERA, 10% walk rate, 92 in zone contact, 47 fly ball. I think the pain is coming for our dude Sunshine. I mean, can we just chase Austin Hayes any more than we have, or like Adley Rutschman? Can we bring up those props? How about Austin Hayes again? It's just, people, he's been that guy so far this year that the market's not really buying. And he's been ridiculously good. And it's just part of it, I guess. Righty. Of course, I got spun around. These things happen. Sorry, Jay Bird. Thanks so much. Austin Hayes prop by plus 140. Let me just double check really quick. Spinning. Yeah, let's do it. Against righties, Austin Hayes. Just want to make sure I had it correct, because yesterday I actually posted something that was wrong, and it was only for a second it came down. But I'm OCD. I put in a lot of work to try and filter all this stuff to not confuse people. I know there's people working really hard to keep up with all the hard work we're doing, right? So one hand washing the other and all that stuff. Austin Hayes, 344 BA against righty, 625 slug. So until he cools down, right, we got to go for it. He's got 2 homers and 3 doubles, plus money on the total base prop. Stick a dime on Austin Hayes. Pretty pleased. We chased Rutschman and missed him. Gosh, the number on Rutschman's really good too. Should we go with the double? Are we going to smoke Clev Dog like that? I'll tell you what, here, let's do a quick lesson. Let's hit them both because they're both plus money. Quick lesson coming with it. Here's the idea. I like to think in terms of sustainability. If you have 2 props that you think are both plus EV in the same game, you can bet them both responsibly. If you hit one of 2, it's a profitable venture. So I will say go get it, because frankly, I'm surprised Adley Rutschman, plus 123 there. He's been crushing right-handed pitching as well. 3 homers, a double. 1083 OPS, forgive me. 353 batting average, 454 WOBA for Rutschman. So yeah, I mean they're swinging the bat. So I'm into that. Let's go get him, everybody. So it's Rutschman and Hayes. We're gonna look for the Orioles. Quick Orioles stack. Yeah, Damani, we got him late. Hey, man, sometimes when we miss those props, you go get them the next day, right? Basically, it's hard to look how precise we're trying to be. Sometimes it'll be the next day. And a lot of times these rings are, again, right, because it's not hot, but we talk about guys in terms of sine waves. So for entering top sine wave, it shouldn't be a surprise that a player will ring for a couple days, right until the moving averages, waka start to change. So, all right, enough of that. Next game. Houston and Atlanta. Luis Garcia. I mean, it's something, when you start a new baseball season, and this is part of why I try and keep the betting throttled. Right, you want bigger samples of baseball, right? So generally, bigger sample better. No one's arguing that. Luis Garcia, 166 innings, 3.9 ERA, 118 WHIP, 678 OPS. Looking really strong. XFIP, Sierra, PFIP, deserved ERA all 3 3/4 or below. 16.5 came out as walk, but a 13% swing strike, very strong. 29.5 whiff, very strong. Above average chase rate and in zone contact, winning in and out. Keeping the ball down, 2.5 blast, 292 expected WOBA. This year it's been just a disaster for Garcia, right? 9 innings so far, 7 earned runs, 2 homers, 5 walks, 7 ERA to 2 WHIP, .886 expected ERA, 6.7 K minus walk, 13 barrel, 2 home runs per 9 for Garcia. Yikes. I don't know. You know what I mean? What do you want to say? This guy, I don't know. I think he stinks. But it's a rough one. It's been a rough go. I know I got somebody from Texas. Sorry. Like I said, I missed something on a juggle. Who else could we be looking for when we're talking lefties? Nasty Nate, the naughty jungle of love. It's just those neat low props up. Come on. He's just like too good right now. Nate just crushing. He's just a pop for a homer like every single time he gets up there. And I think I had that split fail also. Again, sorry. And if I can't get to every single quote, let's hit that 130 with a dime piece. Plus 130, Nathan Lowe, who's pretty much the man. I guess we're just looking to see if Garcia's just struggling so bad. I think the thesis here has been, right, general offensive environment moving up, so we're bullish on run scoring. We understand it's very hard to find where the scoring is going to be, so we're spreading out our chips. Looking at these pitchers that are having trouble with command and having to come in the zone. And then, hoping it kind of goes from there, right? I don't think Garcia is some kind of bum, right? That's not the point here. But we did highlight this last year. Jose Barrios is one of those guys, where it was like, all right, we're going to keep smashing this. And if you were the person looking for regression, right, you're broke, actually. you're dead. But right, I'm more into the trend as my friend. I don't want to be stubborn. I'm not trying to predict the future. And it's not like we're just hitting it right now. Right now, he's struggling. Right now, we've got a really strong hitter in a strong spot. The books are giving us a beautiful price to get these props at plus 120, plus 130, plus 140. Keep that win percentage nice and low. All strong players. Again, hopefully everyone here thinking in terms of being in like a strong probabilistic scenario, right? That'll hopefully get us to the promised land. I don't think I had any Astronians today. That one too, Texas, if you can get it, if you can find the F5 team total, you can hit that one too. That's not for us, Jay Bird. Sorry, people ask me about it all the time, and it's like I'm holding back because it's on the sharpener page. It's free anyway right now. The thing with the F5 team totals, they're so time sensitive that we print them and we move them and they're different. And then I have to readjust the strategy because they're not like, we're not even talking about moving prices here where some people don't mind paying juice and we just do it. The line moves to 2.5 and all the math changes. You have to input it into the sheet and do all the math again. And then the number moves, so it's not a round robin anymore. It's just too much. Right. So that's part of the 24 cents a day is to just get that stuff before the headaches begin. Right, up before the crack of dawn, eating worms, right, early birds all day, every day. Next up, black and yellow, Pittsburgh Pirates, Johan Oviedo, St. Louis Cardinals, Jake Woodford. I mean, another two guys just struggle bus city right now. Start with Oviedo and the Pirates. Actually, skipped the game. We'll double back, sorry, if you were following my order. I fat-fingered it. But let's go because we started. Oviedo, 67 innings, 3.21 ERA, but a 1.29 whip. All the earned run indicators at 4.25. Let's say 9% walk. 12% swing strike is decent. The whiff rate is there. But he's working too much around the edges. Shadow rate, way too high, not enough chases, right? So he's not effective on the edges. In-zone contact rate too high, falling behind, but keeping it down. Keeping the ball in the park. But I know I had something ring for Oviedo. I mean, it's hard not to. He's given up a ton of home runs already. 3 home runs through 11 and a third. And I think it's all lefties. I mean, can we go back to Gorman again? No, you know what? I meant to. We're going to Burleson. Let's get Burleson up again. We're going Burleson again. I was so upset. I know he is just fuming. Our boy, Alec Burleson, friend of the show. I'm growling because audio-only people I see a plus 120. We get a plus 115, though, with the 10-cent swing 5-2s could do. You should get at least a plus 110, which, again, we really want to hit them on plus 110 because we're thinking in terms of profitable ventures, right? Not looking to break the bank, just looking to click up and make money and survive and do it over and over and over and over and over again. And then hopefully at the end of the year, we made a whole bunch of money. Having fun, being smart, making friends, while we rate, review, and subscribe and press like buttons because that stuff matters more than it should. Using betstamp.app/call to the pen because it also helps you make money. So let's get Alec Burleson. I'm just so fuming. Fine. Let's get the plus 20, but everyone out there get at least a plus 115 for sure. I understand. Oh, he barreled. I think he had 2 barrels yesterday. And he made the wooded dog sheet 16 out of 30 or something like that. So let's go with Alec Burleson. He's been an absolute thug. And I love the fact that he's not really walking. So through 36 PAs against righties, 313 BA, 934 OPS. But aggressive. That's really what we're looking for, right? A homer, a triple, and 3 doubles. Give me Alec Burleson. He's going to do the thing for us. You could also get with Nolan Gorman. I didn't want to keep double exposing. But Gorman also always a pop. He's been going nuts as well, killing right-handed pitching right now. Cardinals, magic. All day, every day, doing what they do, man. All right, we're going forward, but we're going to go back. Like Willy Wonka, you got to go forward to go back. I think it's because I didn't really have any action on this one. Braves, Charlie Morton, Kansas City, Brady, the winning singer. Probably should be a bit closer for the odds. I've just had trouble going up against the Braves offense. I'm a bit of a coward. Right. I think that's what people learn about me when I get into my work. Braves, another kind of sellout team. Really interesting. Tons of swing and misses. 12.5 near the top of the board. Well, worst, right? Too many ground balls, but also tons of barrels. So they just hit it hard. They're like a line drive team. Really lefty murderers. So keep that in mind. 381 expected WOBA against lefty. Single not that, but 338 not bad. But really heavy disparity there. Always this thing you want to keep in mind, right? Those really heavy X-splits. Those heavy X-splits in these small samples I do tend to look at. Kansas City offense has been terrible. But we did call them for the click up, and then we saw it. They're another big split team, really good against lefties. Not sure if they're going to have the goods against Charlie. Uncle Chuck. 294 team expected WOBA against righties. This is the Kansas City Royals. 204 team BA, 269 OBP. Bottom 5 chase rate. So the discipline not really there. Although, Bobby Witt is starting to get it going, right? And that's usually it, right? When the young guys, the superstars, or the rising tide to kind of lift all boats. I think I'm going to leave this one because I tend to like Brady Singer. He struggled. I know, the ERA up there 5, 118 whip, not bad, but the expected ERA at 8.25. The strikeouts haven't been there, and single digit came on his walk, not what we'd expect. Both of these pitchers, Morton and Singer, with a 94% contact rate so far this year. Not normally what you'd expect from those two. Again, is it grip? Is it weather? I don't know. That's why we're trying to really be careful. Singer, more of a contact guy than Morton. But Morton, usually with the swing and miss, just hasn't been there. We also saw him really, really struggle last year. So, let's leave that one. Yeah, I hear you. We got a lot of work to do. Not much time to do it. Good call, man. Everyone here kind of pitching in, right? Everyone here. DDB, just superstars up in the piece right here. All right, next up, this one should be fun to watch. But the only thing I didn't have any props because, man, Alonso's been a bit shaky. Although I guess we're looking at 2 things. We want Alonso home run prop, Mets run line, money line. This one's pretty easy, right? Cody Sanga and the Mets with the ghost fork against the Elephants on beach balls. James Caprillion. Minus 217 to plus 176, apparently. Obviously, right? Who's who? 159 ERA, 106 whip for Sanga. He's been really good. 523 OPS, 31% K. There's been some walks, but he's been filthy. I mean, he's like making guys look kind of silly. 6 walks for 11 and a third, but only 6 hits, 2 earned runs, and a ding-a-ling-a-dong. So, of course, I was rambling and I didn't see the prices that I actually asked for. So, of course. What you get here? So, let's see. We said Mets. Nope, I'm not paying juice for the run line. That's a thanks, but no thanks. I'm not even going to ask for the Alonso home run. We know that's a total waste. And forget it, right? The total waste. Probably 2. If it starts with a 2 or even starts with a 3, not really into it. I got to get north of 4. I see what you're doing there, Jay. It's not there. It's not there. Put your digital finger away. Because we want to earn those real cartoon fingers. Stick them inside us, right up and inside of me. Whoops. Because that stuff matters more than it should. You've heard it all before, but seriously has. Caprillion, 3.7 home runs per 9, 11.1 ERA, 2 whip. Yikes, it's been really rough. 12 earned runs through 9 2/3. I think he's a little bit better than that. We'll see what happens with the Mets offense. Mixed bag. for the Mets so far. Discipline really good. Everything else trashola, right? 218 team. Batting average, 48% ground ball, 6 barrel, 93 WRC plus for the Mets. Much better against lefties and righties. They're not striking out, though. That's the reason, I've been waiting for it to happen. It hasn't happened yet. Mets top 3 in K, walk, and swing strike, in-zone contact rate and check. Better than average chase rate, like it's coming. They're making contact. It's just not any good. 26% hard hit rate as a team. Yikes. So it's a little hard to back the Mets. Especially got to pay juice for it. We love the Oakland offense. I know that's crazy. I know we're getting paid on it. So let's leave that one alone. I know. I actually have a blank sheet there. I couldn't believe it. Next up, Brewers and Padres. I got something here, right? Yeah, Brewers and Padres. Let's go. It's Eric Lauer and Michael Wacha. Eric Lauer added to the list of pitchers that just cannot find the grip, right? We need something to refer to him. 168 innings, 3.91, 1.26 ERA whip combo, 7.22 OPS. FIP and deserved ERA north of 5.5, 9% walk. Single-digit swing strike, 14.5 K minus walk. And he's kind of got the just the guy vibes. The in-zone contact rate is low, so Lauer can win inside the zone, but the misses are really bad. 45 fly ball, 5% blast, 1.6 home run per 9. And it's all righties that do the damage. So how about the Macho Man? Yeah, bring it up. Manny Machado. Total base props. What do we got? We know he's killing it. We got plus money, baby? Yeah, baby. Plus money. Plus 120. Should get at least plus 115. I know I saw that elsewhere. Again, we're really trying to give you live stuff. Use BetStamp. Shop it. If you're really obsessed, you get with me in the morning. I've had a couple of these up for a few hours, and we've moved everything 10 cents. I mean, that's what it is. You know what I mean? It is what it is. The crew is building. You know what I'm saying? Like I mentioned, Eric Lauer, trouble finding the grip right now, right? I don't know what it is. Through 9 in the third, 8 earned runs, 5 walks, and 3 homers, 7.7 ERA, 1.82 whip, expected ERA north of 8, 3 home runs per 9, 50% fly ball, right? Exacerbated statistics, right? The exacerbation of the old statistics, the Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, whichever one is the bad one. I think it's Mr. Hyde, right? Doctors are good guys. So give me the Macho Man. We love Manny. Anytime he's got the lefties, 885 so far. 4, he's slugging 500. Always what we like to look for. The ISO is down, but he just hit a home run. And sometimes, right, sine waves, too early for some of these small stats. One of the small stats to look for is when you see the jacked up, superstar hit a big home run. Like he's getting up off the bat. We know it's going to be good. So give me Macho Man at the plus price. Also for the DFS junkies, jock market price pick people, Ha-Seong Kim and Luis Campusano. I always like to throw a catcher in there every day, right? Yo, player props and font, J-Bird, another J-Bird. Just the coolest guys, man. You got to be following their work as well. Very few of us out there really care so much about the crowd and really work to be making that money. So player props savant, my guy, John, let's go. You are my guy. My guy. Just my dude, yo. Look for him on Fridays. We'll be bringing you some guests. PPS, player props savant's going to be one of them. I spoke to a few big dogs. I talked to Pitching Ninja. Someone at MLB Network. I'm going to try and get some big dogs in here on Fridays. Help me out with these full slates. It's impossible to do all this work by yourself. We got 2 more games to do it. Oh my God, we're around in third. I better hurry up. Come on, fat guy. Let's go. It's the Cubs. Justin Steele plus 137 dogs to Noah Syndergaard. Here's one. This will be exclusive. I wanted to post this one, but I couldn't get to it because they posted a half a base. Let's see if people put them up there. Ian Happ on the Cubs. I don't do these half base props. Minus 200, I don't do that style. You think you have to parlay them? I know some sharp people do. There we go. Hit it. That's what I was waiting for. I'm going to post this for the subs also. Ian Happ, cut to the chase, plus 135, 1.5 bases. Put a dime on it. Noah Syndergaard, it's been rough. We thought we were going to get Dodger Magic. But remember, we can't be married to this old idea of Noah Syndergaard. 2 home runs already through 10 innings, 6.3 ERA. The strikeout's gone 94% contact rate in zone, almost 2 home runs per 9. It's been rough for Syndergaard. ERA north of 4, whip at 1.25, last 144 innings. Struggled in particular with lefties, OPS up near 800. K rate down below 14. So it's all contact all the time. So I know Happ was ringing like a mofo. But like I said, I just can't stomach that minus 185. It's never been my deal. And I get it. Like some people are into it. I hate to be like, it's not my way or the highway. Ian Happ so far, 41 plate appearances against righties. 333 BA, OPS north of 1,000 to 212 ISO, right? All the stuff that you're kind of looking for. He's got a homer and 4 doubles. That total base prop should be easy peasy. NBA props 20, another big dog up in the house. Like the true goats out there that are out there in the arena every day, out there making money. Really appreciate you, props, taking the time out for doing this thing of hours. You know, the show is brand new. So like all the listenership, all the subscribers, everything's brand new. It's all from scratch. You know, so we were afraid this was absolutely going to just fail. You know, really, really, really appreciate it, props. I really do appreciate you people that there are progenitors of other content, like people that are trusted in the space, people I've looked up to and respected as creators and handicappers, professionals, scholars, and gentlemen alike. You know, so really, we're hat tipping everybody. Tag Rob P on social media. Let him know what's going on around here. Noon to 1, yo. It's getting crazy up in here. So it's Ian Happ. I actually might even like the Cubs to win this one, but we're getting really exposed to all these props and stuff. So it's really a prop day, right? I'm in the offensive trend. I don't know if I really wanted to mess with the Dodgers because the Dodger O is rocking as always. Number 1 in OBP, walk rate, chase rate, hard hit rate, barrel rate. What else do you expect from the Dodgers? 397 Team X WOBA against righties. Not something you see every day. 380 against lefties as well. So, like, you know, player props are fun. Why are you and I so simpatico? Are we best friends? Let's go do some karate in the basement. With the lefty stuff you mentioned, thoughts on Bellinger? Well, if you're checking the sheet that I mentioned 167 times already, Belly's name is on the board already. So I've been making sure that I highlight, latest on Swanson, I don't know, up-to-date stuff, got to follow the news. I'm going to be doing a fantasy show for Mayo in a little bit. I'll be covering that. To the lefties and Belly, right? Not everybody's going to ring on, like, you know, it's funny. My model smoke comes out of it. That's how you get in the total base prop here. That's what gets you on the sheet. But that doesn't mean I don't get model hits and plays. Again, I've done some DFS modeling and work, understanding you have to have players, different positions and stuff, pricing and all that other stuff, and a wider portfolio. So, yeah, I had Bellinger ring as well. Bellinger, 2 homers and a double so far against righties. You know, that's where you want to start him. 313 BA so far, right? He's a split guy, absolutely. Last game, we're going to actually get this done in time, people, and then read through the recap really quick. It's the Rockies and Austin Gomber, against the Mariners. Marco Gonzalez. I mean, you just can't look to win these games right now. There's no pitching, right? There's no pitching right now. It's so gross. The pitching is so gross right now that you just can't bet unders. You know, just don't do it. Gomber so far, 3 home runs through 10 and a third. Like, what else is new? 53% fly ball. He's getting yoked. Going back 135 innings, like, you know, don't small sample me to death. 5.65 ERA, 1.36 whip, right? Not any good. 1.5 home runs, 9% barrel. 860 minimum allowed to righties. Yikes. It's not just at home. He's bad. 811 OPS in that span. Marco Gonzalez, flip side, 193 innings. 414 ERA, not bad, but FIP, Sierra, all north of 5. Single digit came out his walk, single digit swing and strike. Lots of contact. Rough go so far. The ERA down to 4.22, but, big shaky butt. 5 earned through 10 and a third. Sierra up near 6. Guys are really struggling right now, man. If you don't, here's been the thing that why we've done the little bit that we've gotten. The little bit that we've done is contact. Pitchers that are going to contact are really getting in trouble. It's not just BABIP, it's like ball, it's everything. You need swing and miss. So I'm just attacking all that. Don't look to win. You know, player prop, I didn't jump on Kelnick, but right now I'm all Kelnick. I'm all Kelnick all the time. He's one of the guys I was pumping, and I'm really excited for Jared Kelnick. I'm really, really excited. And, you know, if I hold on to one of these best ball championships, it'll be on it because of him. So, yeah, we're going after Gomber. We're going after Gonzalez. Last prop. Julio Rodriguez, what's that look like? We're getting plus money against the lefty, Gomber. It's just always struggles against righties. And it's like, you wonder how you have guys that stay up in the bigs with the inability to throw to the majority of hitters. Right? It just doesn't seem to jive. But like here we are. As you know, I don't know if it's, you know, once teams kind of give guys money, maybe that's what it is. For me, it's all about Julio. Give me the Jay Bird, my favorite Jay Bird, maybe my favorite nickname going right now. We got plus money. Oh no, plus 115. I guess we could take that. The stats this year haven't been great. I'm looking at it right now. If you're a small sample guy, you're probably leaning more on Teoscar. How's Teoscar look? I'll tell you what, if Teoscar's like a $140, I'll take him over. If it's 145 or greater, I'll take him over Julio. If not, I want the lineup placement. No thanks. Give me Julio at 115, greater than signed Teoscar, 105. The stats this year have been great for Julio, but again, yeah, you got to be careful. When I know I posted him, and I can't go dig it up right now because I've had trouble with props and stuff. You guys are off the hook, man. Comment section here, this is the loony bin. But plus EV combos going on. Lots of sharp people. I actually know some of like the normies, and you're actually like there's some pros, waiting in the wings. I absolutely love it, man. My DMs are so full of sharpness. So let's wrap it up with Julio. I plus 115, put a dime on that bad boy. Can we bring up the review, Jay? Let's get through it. Today was really a prop show. I posted a unit's worth of team totals also on the sub sheet. Okay, let's go. Let's just do them. It's Garrett Cooper. So everything's an equal bet. These are all plus money. So that makes it nice and easy. Even bets. A dime a piece. We have one home run and a nickel. That's Josh Naylor because of the disparity in the price. Okay, now let's move it up, Jay. I know you want to go home. I know you got beautiful girls to hang with. Can you go back to the top for me? We're always having so much fun here. I think that's what it's all about, people. The last lesson, right? You're going to bet baseball and you're going to do it every day. It's a very serious business, this thing of ours. Yeah, you got to have some fun because that'll drive you nuts, especially through the downturns, right? Again, anybody can teach you how to win. Hopefully I'm teaching you how to lose sometimes. All right, so it's Garrett Cooper. Be quiet, guy. All right, me, I'm talking to. Garrett Cooper, 1.5 total bases plus money. Bryson Stott, 1.5 total bases plus money. Stop me when you heard this before. Jonathan India, plus 140. Dude, Jonathan India can't be plus 140 leading off in Cincinnati. Like, that's a misprice. Hit that. Hit it hard. Now, Naylor, who we loved. People must have picked up that Luis Garcia split is real. The total base prop was like minus 120. I'd rather just go for the plus 420. If you hear what I'm saying. I just quit smoking yesterday. So give me Josh Naylor. He looks like he's hit the bomb a few times. Adley Rutschman and Austin Hayes, two Blackbirds with orange vests. Plus 123 and plus 140. Again, you'll get a 5-2 could do. Hopefully we hit one of two and it's a profitable venture. Hopefully we don't get stung by Clev Dog, the bad guy. Sunshine. Hopefully you don't touch us when the sun don't shine. Next up, Nate Lowe. Nasty Nate, Naughty Jungle of Love. Lots of half-baked references today. Love that movie. Plus 130, over 1.5. Next up, Alec Burleson, the barrel machine. Alec Barrel Son. Burleson's going to barrel son. Plus 120. Manny Macho Man. Yeah, Macho Man. Wrap it up. Julio Rodriguez. Oh, I forgot about my boy Ian Happ. 1.5 total bases plus 125. Crushing lefties. Syndergaard really struggling. He's not really Thor without 90 miles an hour. Damani, I love you too, man. I seriously do. And if I feel like it shows. I hope it does at least. Last minute, 60 seconds. Last lesson, remember, more bets doesn't mean more risk, right? We laid out a sick, robust ticket, but the risk is the same, which is betting less. Identifying plus EV bets, hopefully. Strong analysis, plus odds, good situations. Hitting environment, following the trend, good win reports in environments. And we still won't win every bet. It's unbelievable the work you could put in and still lose in this thing. So remember, positive attitude, people. Don't yell at me if we lose. I really try so darn hard. I wish I could. I'd lose if I knew you could win. Mean it. Mean it, mean it, mean it. Really do. All right, let's get out of here, yo. Enjoy the weekend. Oh, I miss you guys so much on Saturday. But I do the betting thing. So if you want the 6 day of betting, I think that's when the 25 cents a day is worth it. Check it out on Twitter at John Legaze. Bring you to Sharpener. Call to the Pen HQ. Rate, review, and subscribe. Use BetStamp. Get those cents on the edge. It really matters. BetStamp.app/call to the pen. Knocked that one out the park. Thank you so much for picking up what we're putting down here at Call to the Pen. Please tag Rob Pizzola and tell him how sick this show is off the freaking hook, yo. No, it's crazy here. They're crazy. With the crazy man banging the drum, blowing harmonica, one-man band style. Enjoy the games, yo. Enjoy your day, yo. When we're done with the book, enjoy that pay, yo. Oh, man. I hate saying goodbye because I'm not going to miss you. Last lesson, when you work this hard, it feels a lot less like luck, yo. I catch you on the flip side. Enjoy the weekend. Be safe. Peace.